Kayoshik. If you're not here, then I won't be here either.
Look behind you. Come on, come on, come on.
It's really tough. I don't know how you got here, but you came really close.
And here's an example of your dugout. What is it like, roughly? The area?
A meter wide, a meter long, I don't know, maybe 4.
How many people could fit in here? Well,
The maximum I ever had was 13 people. From evening till morning, we sat hugging each other. Yeah, that's why we didn't even sit, because we couldn't get out. Here, it's my shift, fourth day of the shift, but usually it's 5 days on, 5 days off. My father served, so I went to serve too.
Is your dad retired or?
No, my father is no longer with us, but I continued on.
On what other fronts else?
Were you? On many, just recently we were sitting and talking, saying this is the hardest one, but the harder it is, the better. From the very beginning, almost 2 years, everything happened, everything that could happen. There were awards, there were 2 injuries. The first one was at the beginning of the special operation. It was my back. I was evacuating a fellow Marine. He was unconscious. He only came to at the end. We were pulling him out together with a comrade. That was at the beginning. And the second injury happened this summer. Also not far from here, a shell hit the building. It collapsed there. That's it. In October I returned back to my guys to keep working. Well, you know, just like everyone else. Instant noodles, water and tea. Sugar. Mice. And here, instant noodles, sausage and cookies.
You bring it in, just as you always do, with you. And quite a lot, right?
Yeah, he says, let's help me out. Let's really provide some significant assistance and support. We got together, we assembled as a group, and we collaboratively sent a lot of stuff, a substantial quantity of various items. We sent a whole bunch of these supplies and provisions to the entire brigade, ensuring that everyone in the unit received what they needed. We're not called call sign roadies.
roadies tell me, how often do you have to take a route like the one we took today? It's insane. A dangerous route. What else do you have to deal with besides FPV drones, which we saw? Baba Yaga and Gas were hunting us. What else threatens us?
Artillery fire correction from a drone. So if it's hovering naturally after a certain amount of time, depending on the cruise skillet, could be 4 minutes or 7 minutes or 10, then the shelling begins. So basically you can try to slip through. If the shelling starts, you have to scatter, because there's no point in bunching up. That way, at least, you have a chance to survive.
What's the situation like right now? I can see that it's very difficult, not easy at all. The shelling doesn't stop, there's constant cannon fire.
What can I say?
How has the overall situation truly changed, for example, since this past summer, especially after the widely announced counteroffensive and following their persistent attempts to attack? They say there have been approximately 10 significant attacks very recently in this particular direction by the enemy forces.
What can I say? With the appearance of FE drones, it's become scarier, of course. That's how it is. Well, I hope they'll come up with some kind of protection against this. Otherwise, basically nothing has changed. Well, cluster munitions. Yes, they've started using cluster munitions more often. What else is there? Otherwise, everything is the same as before. The only thing is, they've started using expensive missiles. These are HIMARS, Storm Shadow, used not for their intended purpose. That is, roughly speaking, they're used on trenches. There have been cases where they hit trenches. Expensive missiles are being used inefficiently. So instead of targeting specific object, they're just being used like artillery.
Can you recall any funny, maybe amusing or perhaps dangerous incidents that have happened to you during this time? Maybe something dangerous, maybe you saved someone from the guys, or maybe one of your other colleagues did.
There was a time, yes, it happened. In Yakovlevka, we saved several people. We were heading to the position, and there was a man lying under a fence, groaning. This was in Yakovlevka. So, we approached even though there was shelling, and they were hitting us with 120 millimeters mortars and artillery. We came up and checked the nature of his injuries, had problems with his back. Well, he managed to stand up, and we found some kind of cart. Basically, we put him on it, and with a lot of groaning and effort, somehow dragged him to the medical post. There we provided first aid, for which he thanked us. He said, "Thank you." He said, "Guys, thank you, we'll see each other again," and so on, all the best. That was one incident. The second case, we also saved a guy. He had gone out to the positions, but from the other side. He got lost, and they were about to open fire on him. They decided to wait. Well, they made the right decision, because when he approached the positions, he was badly wounded. We bandaged him up as well, and you could say we escorted him to the medical post. At the positions, we went to get ammunition. We were driving with the ammo, and right at the turn, an IFV suddenly appeared. The IFV commander greeted us, we greeted him back, and he drove on. We kept our distance, of course, about 500 to 600 meters. We were moving in a line, getting the ammo. There was a sudden loud bang, and we immediately realized it was a Javelin missile, because the missile was launched upward, ascending into the sky, and then subsequently came down at a precise 45-degree angle. So the first and second missiles hit the target exactly. Of course, there were explosions everywhere. Practically everything was burned while I was on broken legs. That is to say, my entire suit was completely gone. One eye couldn't properly see. They had already bandaged me up. Then they carefully pulled me out onto the main road, called for a military tank. The tank then arrived, and I was safely and securely evacuated on it. Right here, specifically for you.
My God, it didn't hit everywhere. But look, it did hit. Shit. We probably got hit under the dugout. This looks like a direct hit. Right at the 10th minute. You keep thinking about the next one, We keep thinking.
Well, the canvas.
No, you'll get used to it over time.
Why?
You're dirty. You're cold. Is that dangerous?
A hard habit.
Huh?
A hard habit.
Well, maybe it is. Machinery is always dangerous. Any kind. Whether it's a quad bike, a pickup, and so on. Danger.
Right now I'm setting up the equipment so that my drone can fly almost 10 kilometers away at the very least. While I'm setting up the antennas, then I'll conduct additional reconnaissance of the area, see where the enemy is located, and after my reconnaissance, completely different drones will be sent out. It's kind of tough. It's harder to find everything and everyone here, because every day, everyone starts thinking better and better, and technology keeps advancing, and the enemy is also getting new things all the time. At the moment, night drones have appeared in our sector. Just a month ago, there were basically none of them here. Now they're already flying around here.
And they say Baba Yaga and MKI are dropping things too. Have you encountered that?
Yes, it happens. Around 6 charges, 8 to anti-personnel mines. Any kind of gifts. Honestly, I don't really remember, but on their channels, even on YouTube, they post videos of how they do it just sitting there.
Forces, the enemy has started putting self-destruct devices on Baba Yaga drones. So, if you shoot it down and it falls, the self-destruct device is triggered, and accordingly, if it moves, it starts to detonate. So, the entire charge that's attached to it also starts to detonate. So, if we shoot one down, we try not to pick it up anymore. Photos and videos, we have to provide a report.
There have already been cases with Kamal's trucks. You saw it too, right, on the...
Kamaz. UAZ, what else do we have? Ural, Tiger, so on. And everything is flying around. It's tough with vehicles, so we have to walk on foot and carry everything ourselves. We carry everything on our backs. Or, for example, you hear a motorcycle. Well, it's just one, damn it. Across the whole forest belt.
So, what about drones? Are they flying around here? All right then. No.
That's a Mavic drone flying here.
Does rap work here?
Rap, yes. Rap works. Yes, they destroyed us again. Yes, yeah. There is a Turk there. They were digging the road. The fat tail is coming. They had a road there. 2 tanks were burned then. Here. Well done, tour operators. Well, the response came quickly. Worms?
Can you see it?
Yes, 2000.
Aren't you cold in those? Aren't your feet freezing?
I imagine it's hot there right now.
I'm feeling quite hot as well, you know. And what's your name? Katya. They also highly praise the exceptional quality of the Belarusian one, which is quite remarkable and truly stands out.
I have Gorshini now. It's split leather, so it's like suede. comrade, my friend.
There are a lot of people here now.
Let's go.
Let's move.
She was turning around. Well, we're following the tracks. Hey, come on, grab me. Saturday in the loop, got stuck.
Yeah. They're putting in repairs. I didn't bring it.
I'm not afraid. You can do it. What do we have?
Yeah.
Keep a screws over there. Babucha. May I?
Yes.
RPG.
Where?
Where exactly?
Oh, it's dead. Yeah. We won't touch it. You can wipe your feet on it. It won't work. We've got a little machine gun, right? Ah, that rattler. Well,
And what about without it?
50. Oh, me mark. How much farther do we have, Yunga?
800 meters. No, we still need to make explosions so the artillery and drones lose track of us. Alright, indeed. Going straight ahead without a certain cover is very much suicide. Like that time when we were walking near the corner, we turned left by the Mayram in the summer, and they spotted us and dropped 2 shells ahead of us. We had just turned left, and they dropped them in front. That's all. This is called making a break. Loop. But here it is not advisable to take direct paths.
Lenka, how long is it at the front?
Half a year, April, I was still in Bakhmut, permanently in the headquarters. Popazno, Kamishevaka, Vrubovka, Orakovo, Zolotoy 4, then a smoke break and back here again.
What motivates you to come back?
So that no one offends our country. So that no bad people come to our homeland. That's all.
Why is it that first you were in an assault unit and now reconnaissance, right?
Well, as they say, a soldier at war is universal. He can't just be a scout, or in the assault, or an artilleryman. He has to know how to do everything. That's all.
So, is this the most dangerous?
It's not dangerous. If a person uses their head, then nowhere is dangerous for them. You know, as they say, you can buy expensive top-of-the-line gear, but in the end, it only takes one shell to decide everything. That's all there is to it. As they say, if everyone there loves you, it means you're not needed there yet.
I look into the darkness, I see lights. That means somewhere around here a beast is hiding. I know it's not sleeping, the pain is too strong. Everything is intensely burning, everything is vigorously boiling, the fire is fiercely blazing. I even know how the beast's very chest aches.